Hello, everyone. This is sort of as we approach midnight on New Year's Eve. Um, Figured one more Inner Badger video for the year would be appropriate. Two things I will not miss from 2011. I did a wrap-up of 2010 that was pretty cranky, geared towards social issues. Figured I'd do a more personal one. Types of people that I will not miss from 2011. I will encounter more in 2011 or 2012, but there's some fucktards out there I will look forward to not dealing with or to not having precisely the same experience with. The first one would be would-be superheroes. You know, we'll start with people who think they're telepaths. People who think they know what motivates you. That from a few lines of text they can tell who you've slept with. From your skin color and age, they can tell what your motivations are, who you're flirting with, and who you're stabbing in the back. All kinds of bullshit like that. And that segues into people who think they're magic users because they can tell, they know what a real man or a real woman is, or a real marriage, or a real Christian or a real atheist. And it's bullshit. I don't know what fucking crystal ball they're looking into, but they would have better luck rubbing their own balls, whatever however you want to take that. Alright. And last of the superheroes, would-be superheroes, would be those who are time travelers or necromancers, who can either speak to and gain the opinions and knowledge of children who have never been born in generations that may or may not ever exist, or people who have been long dead for centuries or however long. It's like, shut the fuck up. You don't know. You can't possibly know. And if you could know, oh my God, so much of the world would be different. But, fuck it. Would-be superheroes, y'all piss me off. And I laugh at you. Alright. Number two, essentialist bullshitters who act as if they're kind of like magic users, able to perceive what people really are, or what the innate nature of humanity is, or the meaning of life, but appeal to logic or rationality. And I'm going to segue into another type here in a moment. When what they really mean is, don't bother to check my facts because there aren't any. Okay, little thing about logic and rationality. It's a process. The process itself is very rigorous, but you can throw anything in one end. Now, if you throw a turd in one end, you're going to get shaved shit out the other. Alright? Garbage in, garbage out. So, keep in mind that like any tool, it can be and often is used badly. But most of you don't even go use the tool. You just slap brand name rationality on it and pretend you've done something. Fuck if I know what. Because I can't read minds. Okay. Number three. Know-it-all motherfuckers. Okay? You lynch mob forming, white knight crusading motherfuckers who can, from thousands of miles away or whatever, divine somehow the innocence or guilt of some party, or what someone really did or meant, or whether it's in an elevator in fucking Dublin, or in someone's house in Oklahoma, or in a jail cell in Alexandria, or whatever. You motherfuckers are beyond fucking belief. Substituting your very strong feelings for something for an actual, I don't know, a total lack of knowledge, I'm guessing. I'm wondering, is this what you're doing to make yourself feel good, or is it just natural, or Are you hooked into something in the universe that you're just not sharing with us, and somehow you're going back later to fuck up everything you said to make yourself look wrong? Because, oh shit, I just revealed I'm a superhero? What the fuck is your damage? I have no fucking clue what was wrong with you people. In any case, you people who think you can determine guilt or innocence in ways that forensic investigators and psychologists and medical doctors can't? Who the fuck do you think you are? And I'm not talking about authority here. I'm talking about these people who are looking at actual evidence sitting there on the ground. They're talking to the people who were there when it happened. And you who have done none of this are saying, oh, I know everything. And fuck you if you think I'm taking anybody's side in this. In any whatever conflict you're imagining I'm talking about. Because right now I'm talking about people that piss me off, period. Moving on. Number 4, I told you so motherfuckers who were right, but offered no evidence, then offer no evidence except for hindsight is 20/20 shit, and that you could not possibly have known at the time, and did not say at the time, because you gave no evidence other than this person saw. You were one of those pitchfork and torch-wielding motherfuckers, okay? You people really suck, because you have now managed to give yourself positive reinforcement for acting like a know-nothing douchebag, alright? And you're going to do it again. And when you're wrong then, you're going to dismiss it. Maybe. Maybe you will learn, maybe you won't. Right now I'm letting my passions get carried away with me, but at least I know that's what's happening to me. Fuck. Okay. 5th, there is a group of people who I believe, it's really, really hard to maintain a grip on this, who act as if, because of their certainty of feeling and because of the position of authority from which they speak and because of the delivery with which they can speak in, that you should accept what they say. It seems like they substitute certainty of presentation for certainty of fact. And a few times I have tried to present a metaphor to people who have done this to me. That, it's obvious this is this way, or it's this way. I'm saying, okay, it's obvious it's this way. You go outside and step in front of the dump truck that is barreling down the road that you say clearly is not there. And they will think that I am talking, the two people I am thinking of thought, and this was not on YouTube, this was in actual real life discussions, they thought I was comparing my position, the weight and authority of my position, to a moving dump truck. And no, I was saying, okay, outside is reality. If you can face down reality with that clarity and certainty and nothing else, then I'll believe you. Because I am paying attention to what's outside that door. And fucking people. And this is a side point, people who decide to take every single conflict as a challenge to them personally. You egotistical, egocentric, stupid, crazy motherfuckers need you. It is not all about you. If you say something, and I disagree with it, and you decide to say that I am taking something out on you personally, I'm thinking about the middle of the year now, you are not getting the fucking point. I have feelings, I have opinions, I have some knowledge to back these opinions up, and some of these feelings and opinions are strong and pointed. And so maybe when you tell me I'm full of shit and refuse to address any of my arguments, I think you're a shithead for doing so because you think I'm attacking you personally when I have said nothing ill about you personally at all. I have since then become much, much better about controlling that rage. But it comes out every now and again, like right now. But, on a completely different topic, people who tell me what I need to do and what I can't do. People who tell me I can't say that so-and-so is acting like a shithead. I just did. I'm perfectly capable of it. Okay? Or that I need to understand that they have more information than I do. No. It would be nice if they presented to me the information rather than just saying they had more of it. But I don't need to do a goddamn thing other than not get into a violent confrontation with them that it results in my death. But if it did result in my death, then I wouldn't need anything at all. Fucking have some respect for the language you are using. For example, I can tell you to fuck off, and I don't need to think twice about it. That's a factually correct statement. All right. Lastly, people who look at this, the whole theme here is a recognition of just how limited the information we have to approach the universe is, and how hard-won my understanding of just how limited our knowledge is, and that we do have a lot of knowledge, but compared to all the possible knowledge we could have, we don't have shit. And individually, we have little crumbs. And that pretending to have knowledge we don't is something I am unwilling to do. That pretending to have knowledge I don't. Well, I'm also unwilling to have people tell me that we know how to make, like, cold fusion powered motor scooters, because beginning of the year, never mind. They weren't cold fusion powered motor scooters, but it was something similar. Someone who couldn't tell the difference between electrolysis and plasma generation, but never mind. Basically, if you give me shit because I withhold judgment when I don't have knowledge, if you tell me I'm a coward because I do not take a stand on, shall we say, the historicity, the existence of Jesus Christ as a historical person, whether or not he existed, if you're going to give me shit about that, well, then you can fuck right off. Because, one, I don't need to make a decision on it, because there's nothing compelling me. Even though you say this is one of the most important questions of our time. No. When's dinner is the next question, is the most important question in my mind right now. I don't know what yours is. And I can't make an informed decision, to go back to using language correctly. I don't have the information. I'm not a pretend superhero. I do not have access to the past. I do not have any kind of rational way to work out whether he existed or not, because I have no solid input to put into the process of rationality that would spit out an answer. Although rationality is more of a testing thing than, whatever. Unless you're talking, never mind, I'm sidetracked. But if you think I'm a shithead for being respectful of my position in the universe, of what I perceive as my relationship to reality, then you can go fuck right off. And I don't give a goddamn about you. Other than that, thank you for your time and attention. I hope to have gotten this stress out, and I see that the sound is actually recording, and I feel much better. And with that, exactly, Happy New Year. Oh, and just to be the first one to say it, Thunderfoot the Landast in 2012.